Hey, what's up? I get a lot of questions now about the Evolve community. What is it going to be? What is included in it? Why should I sign up? All these different things. And I wanted to explain it clearly in a video instead of a bunch of little messages and social posts and things on the email list. So thank you for asking specific questions, and I will answer them in this video. So first of all, I'm going to share with you the whole process of what you can expect when you join. And then I will tell you a little bit more about, what you can do after that, the next steps and my goals for the community itself. Okay, so first up, let's talk about the cost and the live calls. There's a monthly subscription cost to this. It's going to be $15 a month for the founding members. I plan on launching it when I get 20 members on the waiting list. There are already 18, so very soon. And then at 30 members, I'm going to stop this $15 price and I'm going to raise it to 27 is my guess. And from then we'll go from there. Also, within the community, this monthly subscription cost is going to give you live sessions. We're going to do 2 live sessions every week or every month, not every week, maybe later, depending on how things go. But every month with me, we'll do 2 live sessions. I'm going to do them at different times so that we can fit people from around the world. I'm in Japan Standard Time. I know that doesn't work for everybody else. And we've dealt with that with other courses that I've done, like Path of Heroes Academy, which is also going to be a big part of this. So anyway, it'll be on 2 different times. So hopefully you can catch one of those. I'll do a vote to see which are the best times for all the current members. And we'll fit one. We'll get it to work. And we'll also do recordings of these too. So I'm going to be guiding these. We'll also do a Q&A portion to it. But it's really focused on workshops. I want these to be actionable, accountable, like steps towards bettering your life, towards evolving into the person that you want to be. And we're going to use personality type and many different models of self-development and goal setting that I've created or come across myself. And we'll talk about those a little bit in the next slides. So remember, this is mainly focused on workshopping and doing things to better ourselves instead of taking in a bunch of theory and feeling good about falsely assuming progress on our goals. We're going to actually do stuff and set clear goals and take action on them and get accountability within the community. Because I know it feels good to think, like, it doesn't feel good to think, but it feels good to like plan all these things and like, yeah, I'm going to make a difference. But then when it comes down to it, if we don't take action on it, nothing changes. So the underlying concept and structure of the Evolve community, again, there's a monthly focus. We're going to focus on one domain each month. It could be relationships, productivity, health, creativity, and we're going to tie that to a goal setting framework, which I'll talk about next, as well as the cognitive functions and personality type. If you don't know cognitive functions very well, or you're unsure about your personality type, that's okay too. I'm going to do it in a way that uses all 8 different cognitive functions, all 8 different aspects of personality type, and you can leverage certain ones depending on your personality type if you know it. If not, that's something that we can figure out along the way. And we're going to be using the GLOWER framework. This is something that I developed to set clear goals and meaningful goals and actionable goals and make progress on important things in your life. So we'll use that GLOWER framework to structure your progress in each domain without feeling overwhelmed. You'll have access to my course as well that teaches the whole framework. So I'm not teaching it within every Q&A session. And I can go over some of these things, but the main intention is like, let's do some work together, let's get it done and figure it out so that you can make progress on your goals. Also, cognitive functions is going to be a main portion of it, as I mentioned before. And within the Evolve community, you'll have access to the Path of Heroes Academy, poha.geekpsychology.com. You'll get that course, which is a very in-depth course on the 8 different cognitive functions and different ways to embody them within your life, different quests and missions that you can go on in your real life in meat space, so that you actually can improve with each of these different cognitive functions, as well as there's 9 hypnosis tracks to improve it. So you can learn to have a better relationship with these different parts of yourself without a lot of the struggle that usually comes with letting go of baggage and things like that. Your psyche will thank you. And it's also 8 different lateral ways of thinking, different ways of thinking about problem solving and life, and making you pretty much unstoppable because you have different ways of approaching reality. See, the main reason that most of us get stuck in life is because we are narrowly focused on using certain tools. But sometimes we need to use different tools for different situations. Or if we're going to bring this into an RPG role-playing game analogy, it's like, if the dragon is immune to fire, stop throwing fireballs at it. Like, you got to do something else, right? So anyway, this will go deep, in depth into the 8 different cognitive functions and personality type and parts work and neurolinguistic programming and hypnosis and all these things that I've learned over the past 10 years or so of teaching, self-development. So you'll get that as well as other courses too, like the INFP Masterclass. And then, so let's talk a little bit about the group dynamics and how we will work together. So there will be a teaching segment within the live session. Each session will start with a brief segment, hopefully, if needed, make sure that we're all on the same page. And then we will jump into the Glower framework and the cognitive functions and use those to approach the life domains that I talked about: health, wealth, relationships, those kind of things, which I'll tell you more specifically which ones I'm thinking about later. And workshopping and implementation. So the main focus, again, is workshopping and implementation, making it actionable. We'll break down your goals. We'll figure out the obstacles, brainstorm resources. This is all within the Glower framework. And then we'll hopefully have time for a group Q&A, and we'll get to workshop it together, give you feedback, have each of us bring in characters or cognitive functions, different aspects, different experiences of our lives in order to help you get unstuck. Yeah. And so hopefully it will not just be me. Like, I don't mind leading these. It's, I've done it plenty of times before, but I do want it to be a community focus, and I want us all working together, and creating these relationships so that, we can come away with not just awesome progress ourselves, but nice friendships too. I was asked about the time duration, or time investment and duration, and it's a little bit hard to quantify. So let me explain why. There's a live session, right? It should be about an hour to an hour and a half. Again, I haven't done it in this setting, in this way. So we'll see how long it actually takes. Might be shorter, might be longer, I don't know. But you can jump in and catch the live session, or you can join in the replays. If you miss it, I would suggest to go into the live sessions if you can, which is why I'm doing it twice a month and on different time zones. The program duration, I was asked how long will it take to complete? Well, like, how long does a journey take? It takes as long as it takes, and it's ongoing. So each month is going to be focused on a different life domain. And so you could be there for a month, 3 months, half a year, 3 years, depending on how long all of this goes. Hopefully it goes a very long time, because there's an endless amount that we can work on together with these 2 frameworks at least. And I can hopefully bring in hypnosis and other things too, if that's what people want. But that's the founding members are going to determine a lot of the direction that this community goes. But, it's important to stay as long as you feel that it's valuable. And being with a community is very helpful, at least within my own experience. Personal time investment. So you're going to have access to 6 courses, maybe more, depending on, I guess, when you watch this or how long, it takes for me to develop the other couple courses that I'm thinking of, you'll have access to all those. So personal time investment each week, if you want to dive in and watch all the lessons. I got a recent course. I think I watched like 18 hours of it in 3 days, double speed, went through a bunch of it, just like powered through it, took a bunch of notes. Still going to go back and watch it again too. But it is important that you understand the Glower framework and eventually the cognitive functions. And you get access to, again, Glower and the Path of Heroes Academy in order to progress through that, as well as the community, and you can ask questions too. What else do you get? Again, existing courses. I have 6 courses up right now. Total, they go for sale. They go on sale for $356 or so. It's all included in your membership, no extra cost. It's a lot, and they're worth more than that. I mean, they've been called life-saving. Many of them have been called life-saving. And they are lifelong knowledge investments. Like the things that you learn, you're going to be able to use them for the next several decades, however long you're going to be alive. You're going to be able to use these different mental models and frameworks to solve problems, to have better relationships, to understand yourself. So personally, I think it's quite ridiculous that it's this affordable. Private community. So we're going to do a private community. I have it all set up. It is not Discord. It's like School or Circle or Mighty Networks, if you know those. It's not that. It's another one. So we will have a bunch of different channels there that you can access, general and questions and accountability and share your wins, calendar, those types of things. And we will have also a chat section too that you can just pop in and say hello. We also get priority DM access. So you can message me and ask me for help about certain things, clarification, or guidance between our sessions. Hey, it's Sherman from the future. Something I completely forgot to mention was that the founding members get a 30-minute one-on-one coaching session with me where I can bring in my tools, techniques, and understanding expertise in order to help you with one of your issues or improve something that you want to improve. This has been something that the current people on the waiting list for the founding members slot have been saying that it is one of the main reasons why they have joined. So I'm saying it now. And now back to the show. So let's talk a little bit about those life domains and the schedule going forward each month. So I think we're going to start with environment and organization. Again, this is something that I want to talk to the founding members too. But we want a nice, powerful, quick win for us. So environment organization is a big thing. If you think of Dilt's logical levels, which maybe you don't know that, but basically it's a way of thinking about how, why did I bring this up? A way of thinking about how we can make impactful changes on certain levels of our life. And by doing that, we can gain leverage and we can make other things easier. And having a nice, clean, clear, productive, steady, stable environment is something that a lot of us really need to work on, especially us INFPs. And I know there will be a lot of INFPs within this course. If you're not an INFP, that's okay too. I love you too. We're going to focus on tangible results, right? Immediate, visible outcomes, confidence building. We want you to make progress, right? Once you start getting that momentum, things become a lot easier and you start to clearly, steadily, and powerfully make important changes in your life through the Evolve community. Physical space, this is important for creating room for future growth. If you don't like where you are, it's really hard to make a difference and to feel energized and motivated to make those changes. Also, low resistance, like there are a lot of things that you can do within the environment to just make little changes that make a big boost in how you feel. And also it's a clear sign of how it works at a microscopic level of achievable tasks. Like if you move something around, you clear up your desk, it's noticeably better, right? And so these small manageable steps show you that you can make progress, that you can make changes to your world And that makes you feel better and brings on a different state, and then you can take on more things. It's like in an RPG, the first couple quests are you go out and pick up some flowers and deliver this thing over here and get some boar skins and these little things that once you start doing, you get XP and you start moving, you get some loot drops and you start making progress. So this is my idea for the year one foundation building. So maybe each of these months we can go through, environment organization so you can create a space that energizes you and supports you on your goals. 2, daily routines and habits, build sustainable energy and consistency without relying on willpower. 3, physical health and energy, increase daily energy and mental clarity through personalized health practices. 4, productivity systems. This is a big one. Get more done with less stress and overwhelm using systems that match your personality type. 5, learning and skill development. Master new abilities faster by understanding your natural learning style. 6, social connections. Build meaningful relationships that energize rather than drain you. 7, emotional intelligence. Better understanding and manage your emotional responses for greater peace. 8, creative expression. Unlock your unique creative voice and overcome creative blocks. 9, financial basics. Create financial stability and peace of mind through simple systems. 10, career development. Align your work with your strengths for greater satisfaction and success. 11, personal identity. Develop stronger self-awareness and authenticity in all areas of life. 12, relationship building. Create deeper connections through understanding personality dynamics. So this is the first year goals. Okay, each month we'll be able to focus on one of these, bring in glower, bring in cognitive functions, personality type, and any other models necessary in order to make a big dent, big change in this aspect of your life. I don't know if you want to dent it or expand it. And through doing that, we're going to make this holistic, progressive growth. Year 2. So depending on how things go, and this is something that we're going to adjust depending on what the founders say and do and feel and what, new members into the community express and vote on. But we can focus on deep work and focus, achieve flow state and maximum productivity with less effort, mental health and resilience, build psychological strength to handle life's challenges with grace, leadership and influence, increase your impact while staying true to your personality type, purpose and vision, create a compelling direction for your life that energizes you, advanced relationships, master complex relationship dynamics using personality insights, wealth building, create long-term financial freedom through aligned strategies, teaching and mentoring, share your knowledge effectively with others who need your wisdom, community building, create and nurture meaningful groups that support everyone's growth, legacy planning, make a lasting positive impact aligned with your values and strengths, spiritual growth, deepen your connection to meaning and purpose in your own way, integration and balance, harmonize all areas of your life for sustainable success, future planning, create a clear roadmap for continued growth and evolution. There's a lot that we can work on. So your next steps, if you have any questions, you can message me. You can go to geekpsychology.com and click on the little chat window and message me, and I'll get back to you depending on the time. I might be sleeping when you send the message. In the meantime, think about it. Consider this community as a place that you can focus on personality type, on geek culture, if that's something you're into, and bringing in these different models for self-development and making progress in your life. The founders, again, there are going to be 30 total. First come, first serve. I'm going to send the email out pretty soon to the people on the waiting list. And if they sign up, then, that spot is taken, and then we'll go from there. And then once 30 come in, we're going to be raising the price to match. So I look forward to helping you evolve. This is going to be a really cool program and community. And you can click on this link down here, https://geek-psychology-evolve-rsxijxb.com. Gamma, Gamma dot site, site. Long address. You can click on there and you'll be able to read through a little bit more. And at the bottom, you can enter into the waiting list. And I will get it when you enter into the waiting list, I will know. You don't automatically get a response right now. You just get on the waiting list and I have your address, okay? So I'm looking forward to seeing you inside. Good luck, have fun. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, peace.